All right, let's move on, guys. Get to our next topic. As a small business owner, your work doesn't end when the clock hits 5. Your business, it's always on your mind, which means when it's time to hire, you need a partner that works just as hard as you do. That's where LinkedIn Jobs comes in. When you clock out, LinkedIn clocks in. LinkedIn makes it easy to post your job for free, share it with your network, and get qualified candidates all in one place. You can post your job for free at linkedin.com/LockedOnNFL. That is linkedin.com/LockedOnNFL. To post your job for free, terms and conditions apply.
We talking about your boy Jerry Jeudy now?
We are going to talk about Jerry Jeudy. PFF put out its top 32 receivers for the upcoming season. And I want to run through the entire list first, Bull, to see where Jerry Jeudy lands. And then after we talk about Jerry Judy's placement, we can argue some of the other placements of other receivers. But this is PFF's top 32 receivers broken down into tiers for the upcoming 2025 NFL season. Let me run through these all at first, then we can debate. In Tier 1, PFF has A.J. Brown, Justin Jefferson, and Jamar Chase.
How is A.J. Brown number 1?
I told you, let me go through the whole. You couldn't even get through one slide. Let me get through the whole list, then we can debate.
Ridiculous.
Tier number 2, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Puka Nacua, CeeDee Lamb, Nico Collins, and Tyreek Hill. In Tier 3, they have more than just these 5. Mike Evans, Terry McLaurin, Drake London, Malik Neighbors, Garrett Wilson. Also in Tier 3, T. Higgins, Brian Thomas Jr., and Devontae Adams. In Tier 4, PFF has Devontae Smith, Chris Godwin, Brandon Ayuk, DJ Moore, Jalen Waddle. Continuing in Tier 4, they have Ladd McConkey, DK Metcalf, Chris Olave. In Tier 5, Zay Flowers, Marvin Harrison Jr., Jackson Smith-Njigba, Rashee Rice, and Josh Downs. And last but not least in Tier 6, Deebo Samuel, Cortland Sutton, and Jamison Williams. As you notice, Jerry Jeudy was not in PFF's top 32 receivers.
That's all they had on their list was 32?
Top 32, correct.
Yeah.
Bull, do you have an issue with Jerry Jeudy not being one of the 32 top receivers for the upcoming season?
I've been the least Jerry Jeudy guy of this team, and yet I would have him on my top 32. Show me tiers 5 and 6 again, please, Mike.
All right, we're gonna pull up tier 5.
Tier 5.
Zay Flowers.
Yeah, you don't have to read it. Yeah, let me. Can we see it?
Yeah, it just takes a sec for Steve to punch the button.
Right.
So while he's doing that, it's Zay Flowers, Marvin Harrison Jr., Jackson Smith-Njigba, Rashee Rice, and Josh Downs.
I mean, I would rather have any of those guys over Jerry Jeudy, personally.
Agreed. Yeah.
I mean, I guess you could argue the Josh Downs one, maybe.
How much, I wonder, is quarterback play playing into this list as well?
Can we see that list one more time?
That one.
I mean, who does Jackson Smith-Njigba have?
Darnold, didn't he?
Darnold, yeah.
I mean,
For what it's worth,
yeah.
this is, according to the article,
Yeah.
quote, using a combination of advanced data, film evaluation, and scheme analysis to generate our list of the top 32 wide receivers entering the 2025 season.
Rashee Rice was hurt last year. Marvin Harrison doesn't have a great quarterback. Kyler Murray, he's okay.
That feels low for Harrison.
Josh Downs doesn't have a quarterback either. He wasn't great as a rookie last year. He was, not great. What's the last tier? Tier 6?
Tier 6,
Yeah.
Deebo Samuel, Cortland Sutton, and Jamison.
Yeah, I mean, he's in that group.
there,
He should be in that group. I'd actually probably take him over any of those guys. I think I might take him over those. Deebo Samuel, I don't know how much he's got left in the tank. What did Deebo do last year? Wasn't he hurt?
Not a lot. It
Him
was
and
his
Cortland
lowest-
were pretty.
Yeah, not good last
When
year.
they were both in Denver,
And
they were sort of the same, were they? not?
Right. I mean, and what did Cortland Sutton do last year?
Cortland Sutton last year?
Yeah.
Cortland Sutton last year had 81 receptions, 1,081 yards, and 8 touchdowns.
Yeah, and he had a better quarterback situation than the Browns did.
Yeah.
I know it was a rookie, but he played really well. Jamison Williams is on a great offense, and he's kind of been a disappointment to this. I mean,
You could put Jeudy 32.
yeah, I
You
mean,
could put
he's
him
somewhere
31,
between
32.
28 and 32. That's where he is.
Yeah.
He put up great yardage numbers last year.
With
And-
Jameis thrown to him.
Yeah, and Mike and Earl and I can't remember who else, maybe G. Bush and Jay, decided that because Jerry Jeudy was in the top 8 or 10 in yardage, that meant he was a Pro Bowl wide receiver.
He had like 4 really good games.
Yeah, and he didn't score a lot of touchdowns.
Nobody did.
Yeah, I
Look at the
mean, like,
offense.
that's why I thought the whole conversation about the Pro Bowl was stupid.
I mean, that Ravens
'Cause you-
game right there, the Browns got smoked.
Yeah.
Didn't he have like 100 and something yards? I mean, like
I don't remember, yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of games where
Jerry
he
Jeudy
put
had a
up
fine
numbers.
season, but he wasn't a Pro Bowl receiver. You guys are just
He was
basically
absolutely a Pro Bowl receiver. You're arguing All-Pro, and now you're mixing up your own terminology.
well, he certainly was not an All-Pro, but he shouldn't have been a Pro Bowler either. He just went based on yardage. The rest of his game wasn't very impressive, but he's fine.
So you have no real issue with him being excluded from this list.
Well, I would have had him. He'd make my top 32, but
At the very bottom, like it's
Yeah, but
nothing
near
to,
the bottom.
It's nothing to storm the gates.
who else are
over.
you going to put him
So
on
he's
ahead
in
of?
tier. No, I'm just curious. He's in tier 6 for you guys then.
Yes.
Is he
Yeah.
in that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Samuel,
Justin, tier 6.
Sutton,
Tier 6,
Jameson
100%.
Williams
Yeah, I mean,
category.
I'm not a snub. No, I'm not.
Yeah.
He's not snub.
Would you take him over any of the guys in tier 5?
Maybe.
In 5.
Yeah.
Josh, I think he's in that. Josh
Josh Downs?
Downs, you can make a case for. I think.
I mean, Downs could easily be in 6.
He could be a 6-2. Now, he's also playing with a bad quarterback situation.
Yeah.
He hasn't had a good quarterback either.
Are we sure Ladd McConkey's better than him?
Oh,
I
is
said
that a
sure.
serious question?
I just said, are you sure?
Oh, yeah. I'm 100%
Yeah.
sure that there is. If you ask that question to any GM in the league, they're laughing in your face.
Oh, I didn't ask.
That's
you
as
that.
bad as my Chris Paul take, by the way.
Everyone
I didn't
in
ask
the
a
world
GM.
knew
I
they were
said, are
throwing
you
to that
sure?
guy, and they still couldn't cover him.
Dude, what did he put up for his rookie year, stats-wise?
I didn't say I just I asked.
What did he catch? 110 balls? 120
and
balls?
they had
Ladd
nobody.
McConkey had 82 receptions, 1,100 yards, and 7
yeah,
touchdowns.
it's insane.
7 touchdowns. As a rookie with nobody else on that team.
But Justin Herbert.
Yeah, right, but Justin Herbert wasn't like a prolific quarterback last year.
Do you love DJ Moore? I can never tell how I feel about DJ Moore.
DJ Moore's a good player. He's mostly played with bad quarterbacks, too.
I think he's rated
still
too
in
high
Chicago?
overall on this list.
Yeah.
You want to talk about some of the other spots, just not Jerry Jeudy related?
Well, start from the beginning.
yeah, Steve, go back to
First
the,
of all, A.J. Brown's not better than Justin Jefferson or
I agree
That's
with
why.
you.
That's why I
Chase.
asked you to let me get through them all.
Yeah,
'cause
that
I
was
knew
crazy.
Initially, you were going to get thrown off.
I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. I mean, A.J. Brown's fantastic, but Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase are the
Are
two
the two
best
best receivers in the league? Yes.
And you want to put A.J. Brown third, fine. I mean, who's the second group?
tier 2.
Yeah.
Steve, take tier 2, please.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. I'd actually put C.D. Lamb in group 1. I think I'd actually put C.D. Lamb third and then A.J. Brown fourth for me. I think Puka Nacua is too high. To me, he's not the 5th best receiver in the league. He's excellent, but not number 5. I mean, he's not better than Nico Collins. He's not better than Tyreek Hill even at this point. I mean, I guess Tyreek Hill's towards the end. For me. Anybody else have issue with that?
I'm not as high on Nico Collins as you are.
Oh, okay. And what's tier 3, Mike? Let's look at that again.
Mike Evans, Terry McLaurin, Drake
Yeah, that's a
London,
good group.
Malik Neighbors,
It
Garrett
feels
Wilson.
like you're hitting a fall off here, though, doesn't it? Like,
From tier 2?
yes.
Yeah, sure.
The gap between 1 and 2 is smaller than the gap between 2 and 3.
I mean, Mike Evans is just the most steady,
Yes.
high level.
Yes. These are
He's
very
going to
good.
play till he's 40, I think.
These are very good receivers, but it
Now,
feels like
Malik
there's a
Neighbors
drop.
and Garrett Wilson have the ability to get higher,
Absolutely,
but they haven't played. They played with terrible quarterbacks for the most part.
These guys are also tier 3, by the way.
Yeah.
Devontae's still a tier 3.
Yeah, I think you can make a case Brian Thomas is as good as Garrett Wilson and Malik
I was going to
Neighbors.
say Brian Thomas. Feel like
Well, I mean,
he could be
he's
in
literally
there,
2
too.
spots
That's all the
behind
same tier. That's
bowl.
just they
It's
didn't
the
all
same
fit
tier.
Oh, it's the same tier.
Same
Yeah,
tier.
yeah, okay.
Yes.
Oh, that is the same tier. Okay,
Right,
sorry,
right, right.
sorry.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Yeah, I think Malik Neighbors, if he had a good quarterback, could be a top 5 receiver.
There's a lot of those younger guys I'd rather have over Devontae Adams.
Yeah, but Devontae still produces. But I agree with you. I actually like Neighbors, Wilson, and Thomas all better than Drake London for
Yes.
me. Not that Drake London's not really good. He is, but
All right, tier 4.
Yeah.
Steve, keep going. Down
Yeah.
2. This is tier 4, Devontae Smith, Chris Godwin, Ayuk, DJ Moore, who I don't know how, honestly, God, I have no idea how I feel about DJ Moore. Jalen Waddle, and then there's a couple more guys in this same tier, McConkey, Metcalf, and Olave.
Yeah. It feels like Metcalf should be on a higher tier, but the talent is through the roof. He hasn't produced at a higher tier. But I might have him.
I like some of those 4 guys better than some of those 3 guys.
I mean, well, some of these guys who are young, you'd rather have like over Devontae Adams or whatever. But DK Metcalf is again in a situation with a bad quarterback. He's never played on a big passing offense.
Yeah.
Chris Olave's been a bit of a disappointment so
like
far.
him.
Is Rodgers going to go to Pittsburgh or no?
I mean, that's been the assumption for a while.
I think so.
There's no way they're going into the year with Mason Rudolph as their quarterback.
Right, but you never know. I mean,
With Rodgers, you're one snap away from Mason.
with Rodgers, who knows if he may just say, "I don't want to play anymore." I mean, who knows with him? He marches to the beat of his own drummer. But I assume because of the way they've handled the quarterback situation.
Yes.
I'm assuming they assume he's going to be playing for them.
I would make that assumption as well, Bull.